right. They did it. I told you they did it. Number 5. Damn it right. Damn it right. Channeling my inner Pete Weber. I didn't think that my first sports crossover reference would come from professional bowling, but Pete Weber is a national treasure. Some listeners might be Google searching after this. Google Pete Weber, it's worth it. That won't be the only reference I make to him in this episode. Welcome to Keep It Electric with Tremayne Person, episode 10, brought to you by Sonic Shore. At the time of this recording, it is Thursday afternoon, June 15th. The Mariners are coming off of a series dub, moving their record to 33 wins and 34 losses, 4th place in the AL West, 9 games behind the 42-25 Texas Rangers. Side note, before last night, the Oakland A's had won 7 in a row in the middle of a reverse boycott. Things are getting hilariously weird down there. It's a hot ticket to get into an A's game right now. Fans are rallying and chanting to sell the team from the 5th inning on. Anyways, back to the real reason why we're here. The Seattle Mariners won 2 out of 3 games over the Miami Marlins. This series was a good watch. Let's start here with Game 1. We witnessed a return to form from Bryce Miller in Game 1 of this series. Similar to the praise that he received when he debuted, he lasted 6 innings, only gave up 1 hit, which was a homer in the 5th inning by catcher Nick Fortes. That ended up being the only hit allowed in the entire game by the Mariners. They won this one 8-1. They hit 3 home runs from the likes of Ty France, Eugenio Suarez, and Tom Murphy. All welcome sights. We saw an emotional Major League debut of relief pitcher Ty Adcock. Really incredible story of resiliency from him. The guy has been riddled with injuries his entire career since he was drafted in 2019. Finally healthy enough to get the call-up. Pitched 2 scoreless innings in this game with his friends and family in attendance. Watching his mom cry all over Root Sports. It was just a beautiful sight. Beautiful sight all around. The good vibes continued in the second game of this series. That featured a masterful start from George Kirby. Kirby struck out 10 batters as he pitched 6 innings, allowing 3 hits, 1 run. It wasn't really an earned run. It was off of an error at third base. The Mariners put up 9 runs in this one. 3 ribbies, each respectively from Jose Caballero, Cal Raleigh, and Mike Ford, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Mike Ford. Mike Ford, this guy's got this throwback 90s batting stance, emotionless walk up to the plate like he just crushed a couple of honey brown lagers. Connects with the ball, but the golf swing, who do you think you are? I am! As he clears the outfield wall, takes his jog around the bases and wanders back into the dugout, where I just assume he cracks open another honey brown, looks around at his teammates. Hey guys, what are we doing after this? Mike Ford had 3 hits before he homered twice in Anaheim, all year. Then he proceeded to hit 2 more home runs in the same game here in Seattle. He's got 4 home runs now. I never would have expected his next 4 hits would have cleared the outfield wall. For those who don't know, Mike Ford is a journeyman. He's played for 5 different ball clubs in the last 5 years. He was crushing it in the minors earlier this year. A buddy of mine texted me saying he thought that the Mariners were just going to let him hit 50 bombs in AAA because he's been abysmal when he's been on the Major League roster. Before this power surge, he was hitting .083. That was his batting average. I think it's now up close to 300 after the showing that he's had in the last few games. Props to Mike Ford. It's nice to see him getting his bat going, like, jokes aside. And a lot of respect to the Mariners for holding out hope for this guy. Shout out to Jose Caballero as well. He's been a massive spark plug at second base. Cabby currently leads all second basemen in on-base percentage at 407, and he's now fourth in stolen bases for second baseman with 9. He's been a pure pro since his call-up. I think everyone is probably looking around wondering what are we going to do about Colton Wong. It's hard to not think his days might be numbered right now if he doesn't show improvement. We still have Dylan Moore, who's trying to get his bat going. Sam Haggerty he can play infield, and he's down in AAA right now. What if he gets going? Colton Wong, there is some heat on this guy right now. Game 3 was it was straight up the definition of falling short. There were a lot of hard hit balls coming out of Seattle on the Seattle side. 5 flyouts at the warning track. The last one being the worst of them all, hit by Gino. Gino had 3 hard hit balls all to the warning track. The last one was in the bottom of the 9th. It would have been a game-tying grand slam, but it was robbed by Jesus Sanchez, right at the right field wall. He robbed that homer, kept the game from being tied in the bottom of the 9th. Completely gut-wrenching. That kept the Marlins from getting swept in this series. Luis Castillo had a really weird game. Walked 6 total batters in his outing. Final line for Castillo was 5 2/3, 2 earned runs, 6 walks, 6 strikeouts. The Marlins win Game 3, avoiding the sweep, 1-4. A couple of transactions also took place on June 12th. Right before the series started. Penn Murphy, who was just activated, unfortunately got put back on the injured list, 15-day injured list with right elbow inflammation. That freed up a roster spot for the aforementioned Ty Adcock. And then more of a formality, Robbie Ray, who we already know is out for the year with Tommy John, was transferred from the 15-day injured list to the 60-day injured list. That's more of a formality. Nothing really has changed for him. Mariners have the day off today, Thursday, as we look ahead to their their upcoming matchup against the 30-29 Chicago White Sox, who are third in the AL Central. The White Sox are a weird matchup because their pitching on paper doesn't look strong. They're 24th in all of Major League Baseball with ERA, but they're also 6th in total strikeouts. The guys, their pitchers have some heat. I think it's going to be Michael Kopech, Luis Giolito, and Dylan Cease pitching for the White Sox. All 3 of these guys can rack up the Ks, which is really our Achilles heel. What we're really going to need is the same thing that we always need. It sounds like lately is patience at the plate. Though the White Sox can strike all these guys out, can strike out a lot of guys, they make a lot of mistakes. So hopefully we can get our bats to take advantage of those mistakes and get another series win. That would be great to get 2 in a row, 2 series wins in a row. Projected matchups are projected to start for the Mariners right now will be Brian Wu taking the mound for his 3rd career start. Logan Gilbert, Game 2, and then Bryce Miller, who's coming off of a really good start, taking the mound in Game 3. Logan Gilbert's definitely going to be looking for redemption after getting rocked in Game 3 against the Angels. That was a really uncharacteristic outing for him, so I think he's going to bounce back pretty good. His ERA is really inflated right now. He's close to touching 5, so I'm hoping that Logan Gilbert can reel this thing in. With that being said, don't forget to cast your all-star votes. It's still phase 1 until June 22nd. You can vote 5 times a day. Email me at keepitelectricwithtray, TRE@gmail.com for any questions that you want to be put in the mailbag. Don't forget to follow the Instagram page, Keep It Electric. Until next time, I'll talk to you after this Chicago White Sox series. Keep it electric. Go Mariners.